Hey, you guys, welcome to my channel. I'm going to go over coin, update coin Ren, take a look at this coin here. It's got all the supply out, which is good. And I was looking at too, these are Ren wrapped assets. You can wrap your Bitcoin and bring it over to Ethereum chain, and you can do that. So that's actually pretty cool. Move assets to any blockchains Ren support. So they got to support the chain. So they might be onto something if you're bullish on something like that. But let's just go over the charts, take a look at that. Ren has been in a correction since February of 21. So it's going on 2 years, 2 years. So the odds are that some type of bullish move will be coming up probably sooner rather than later with Ren token, in my opinion. So, and it's 96% drop. I think that I said that 96% drop. So it came down here since 2019, went into a wave for 6 months, came down, corrected it, and then went up into this wave for a period of, it looks like about 8 months, back down, and then finished it off in February, March of 21, and came down this three-way swing. I was studying this, and you see this move right here? That move right there seemed like it would have ended right there, but it bounced, and this is kind of like a mess that it's making. So you can see this is similar to Bitcoin, except Ren, Bitcoin would be up here, and then it's coming down in that wave. So you can see the similar wave pattern that it made. Most of the correction taken care of there, bounced, and then it's finishing off something right here. So somebody, Troll King, had a mess wondering if that was finished right there. And it could be. So there's a couple options with it. Okay. The concern that I have with this token and that move, let me go to a 4-hour chart, is here. So down into the wave, the third, fourth, and see the fifth. So you see this move right here, back down right there. So the issue I have with this move, it looks too much like a flat. That's the issue that I would have with it. That looks like a flat. And if you take that peak and you go down right there, it's flat target area, especially for a coin like this as volatile as 2.618, and then it goes as high as 3.618, even though some people are going to say 3.618 is too high. Not for smaller cryptocurrencies that are volatile. That's the issue. So it could have gone in 3, back down in 3, and bam, up into that flat. That's how aggressive those flats are. Tricky moves that make coins look like they go bullish. The other option that you have, if that was the end of it, is you play it off that low of 0.069 cents. If it breaks that low, you'll have your answer. Okay. Bitcoin's going to more likely, Bitcoin has a couple options, could continue to trend down, or Bitcoin might swing back up and then go down. I'm kind of hoping it goes back up and then down personally, because I want to be able to place some shorts again on Bitcoin. And then if it does do that, when Bitcoin makes a dump, you just want to see if it holds that low. That's the deal with it right now. So me personally, I wouldn't mess with it yet. I would just let it suss itself out, guys, with the market conditions and everything that's going on. It looks like if Bitcoin goes down, more than likely this asset is going to go down. So overall picture, let me go to a weekly chart and I'll show you. Weekly, back down in that area, it came down aggressively, didn't break it. So you can see down here in this weekly chart that more than likely it's slowing up in momentum for sure, guys. It's coming down to finish something off right down in that area. And what I would say is that this is going to be your 1, 2, 3, that 4, that came high. That's the other issue that I have with it, how high that it went. So it'd be like 1, 2, 3, 4, which is actually kind of good for the coin, because maybe it just comes right down to those areas. So what I would do is just the support areas, you would have want to have seen it to hold this area. So if you put a line right there, you can see it hit that area on top of that wave. But now you have other target areas. So what I would do is use this descending wedge type of deal to get a target for it. Okay. Touch there, up, and it touched there, back down, actually came back up, touched that trend again. So I wouldn't be surprised to see possibly either it's going to bounce a little bit right here, back down, come back up, touch the trend, and then maybe back down like that. Okay. And I would just get fib targets at that point, because this whole area is a massive area of support for it, right in this area, right below there. So it could land anywhere in that area, just like so. And then what I would do is take your fib and see if there's anything. I'm going to take the whole thing just to see here. You can see right there is 1.618. That's exactly where I'd be checking it out, right there. So let me put a right there, right on that line right there, guys. Back down up to that area. And depending on the market, what's going on with crypto, what Bitcoin did on a dump, what's everything else going on, this area would be an area, since it hit a good fib target on 1.618 with this coin, to have your stop losses set up and to get into it, especially with down here in the weekly, if it maintains that bullish divergence. That would be a pretty good setup on a buy the dip strategy. Or if you don't want to do that, once it gets down there, and do the safer deal is see what kind of reaction it has off the bottom. Okay. What kind of reaction up, and then you take it and you get it right there. You play it off that low and you pick it up right here, guys. Okay. And realize that could take some time too. So it might go back up, back down, could take 2 weeks, 30 days, who knows, and then make this move, right? Some people get, oh, look at it, it's going up, and just pick it up on a correction. So a couple options, or you could do both. If you really, really like the coin, you think the future of it, this is the future of cryptocurrency and blockchain and wrapping assets and being able to put Bitcoin over here and then on Ethereum chain, all these other chains and stuff like that, that's the future. Well, then, you can get it here, take, let's say $10,000, right? You want to put $10,000 into this. You take, say 500, 5% or 10%, 500,000 here, boom, with a stop loss, goes up into a wave, right? And then you put more in here on this wave. Okay. And that depends, depending on the situation, the circumstances, what's it look like, what's going on with the Fed, the macro, Bitcoin, what's going on with the S&P, what's going on. All these other factors are going to determine the DXY, the 10-year notes, all these other things. And then you either load up, 10%, 20%, depends, boom, and it could go out of there. So that's what I would be checking out with Ren token, guys. I think it's just going to be a little bit more of a patient waiting game. Let it suss itself out what's going to happen. I do think that this more likely is a descending wedge, just very similar to Bitcoin right now, guys. Okay. It doesn't look like it's setting itself up to do a massive mega dump. To me, it's not, especially with the way that flat went up so high. And then it's just coming down and onto that line. That 1.618 is the area I'd definitely be looking at. And that 1.618 is 0.061 cents is what I'd be looking for. And down here too, make sure it maintains that bullish divergence. It looks like it's going to, because the flat in here on the weekly, you see that flat, how high it went? So that was your other indication too. That flat went so high, and then it created on the weekly hidden bearish divergence, telling you that the trend's more likely continue to go down. If you made it all the way to the end, do me a huge favor, drop a like, hit the subscribe button. Peace.